The story of Istanbul begins with Greek colonists. They founded Byzantium in 660 BC on the Bosphorus. This strategic location connected the Black Sea to the Mediterranean. Byzantium thrived as a trade gateway between East and West. Its natural harbour and defensible peninsula ensured its prosperity. Empires like Persia and Macedonia coveted Byzantium. But a new power, Rome, was rising in the west. Rome would soon set its sights on Byzantium. The Roman Empire, in its relentless expansion, clashed with Byzantium on multiple occasions. Yet the Romans also recognized the city's strategic brilliance. In 196 AD, the Emperor Septimius Severus, having vanquished his rivals and secured his hold on the empire, rebuilt Byzantium. He understood its importance as a vital link between the East and West. Byzantium, though nominally under Roman control, continued to thrive. It was, however, the vision of another Roman emperor, Constantine I, that would forever alter the destiny of the city. Constantine, a shrewd politician and military strategist, recognized the need for a new capital for his vast empire. Rome, the ancient city on the Tiber, was geographically distant from the empire's increasingly important eastern provinces. It was also a hotbed of political intrigue and instability. Constantine looked east and saw in Byzantium the perfect location for his new Rome. In 330 AD, he officially declared Byzantium the new capital of the Roman Empire and renamed it Constantinople in his own honor. Constantine's decision had seismic consequences for both the city and the wider world. Constantinople, now the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, which would later become known as the Byzantine Empire, quickly transformed into one of the largest and wealthiest cities in the world. It became a melting pot of cultures and a center of learning, commerce, and Christianity. Constantine, who had converted to Christianity, poured resources into adorning his new capital with magnificent churches, palaces, and public buildings. It was during this period that the Hagia Sophia, the crowning architectural achievement of the Byzantine era, was constructed. The Byzantines, acutely aware of their city's strategic importance, also fortified Constantinople with formidable defenses. The Theodosian walls, a complex system of walls and towers, were erected in the 5th century AD and would prove to be a major obstacle to any would-be conqueror. For centuries, Constantinople stood as a beacon of civilization, a bastion of Christianity in the East, and an enduring symbol of the Roman legacy. But even the strongest walls, as history has often shown, could crumble under the weight of relentless assault. The Fourth Crusade, launched in 1202, was intended to liberate the Holy Land from Muslim control. However, a series of events, driven by greed and political expediency, led the Crusaders to Constantinople. In 1204, the armies of the Fourth Crusade, comprised largely of Venetian and French knights, breached Constantinople's formidable defenses and subjected the city to a brutal sacking. The consequences of the Fourth Crusade were catastrophic for Constantinople and the Byzantine Empire. Priceless treasures were looted or destroyed. The city was divided amongst the victors, with the Venetians seizing control of key ports and trade routes. The Byzantine Empire, once a mighty power, was fractured into a patchwork of smaller states. Although Constantinople was eventually retaken by the Byzantines in 1261, the empire never fully recovered from the blow inflicted by the Fourth Crusade. The once mighty city, weakened and vulnerable, entered a period of slow decline, its ultimate fate hanging precariously in the balance. Section 5. The Ottoman-dawn Constantinople falls to Mehmed II. Across the centuries, a new power had been steadily rising in the east, the Ottoman Turks. Under a succession of ambitious sultans, the Ottomans had expanded their empire westward, conquering vast swathes of territory in Anatolia and the Balkans. By the 15th century, the Ottomans had Constantinople firmly in their sights. The city, though still protected by its formidable walls, was a shadow of its former glory. In 1453, Sultan Mehmed II, a brilliant and ruthless leader determined to make his mark on history, led the Ottoman armies in a siege that would decide the fate of Constantinople and reshape the geopolitical landscape of the world. The siege of Constantinople in 1453 was an epic clash of civilizations, a struggle between Christianity and Islam, and a testament to the power of human ingenuity and determination. Mehmed's forces, equipped with powerful cannons and driven by religious fervor, bombarded the city's walls for weeks. The defenders, outnumbered and outgunned, fought back with courage and desperation, but their efforts were in vain. On May 29, 1453, Ottoman forces stormed through a breach in the walls and poured into the city. Constantinople, the last vestige of the Roman Empire, had fallen. Section 6. A new era Constantinople becomes Istanbul. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Europe. It marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a major power. Mehmed II, now known as the Conqueror, entered the city in triumph and immediately set about transforming it into the capital of his empire. He rode his horse directly to the Hagia Sophia, where he ordered the building converted into a mosque. This symbolic act underscored the shift in power from Christianity to Islam. Mehmed II was not only a conqueror but also a builder. He ordered the construction of magnificent mosques, palaces, and markets, revitalizing the city and attracting merchants, artisans, and scholars from across the Ottoman Empire. Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, once again became a thriving metropolis, a melting pot of cultures and a center of trade and learning. Under the Ottomans, Istanbul would enjoy a golden age, becoming one of the most important cities in the world. Section 7. Architectural legacy, mosques, minarets, and the soul of a city. The Ottoman sultans, inspired by their faith and driven by a desire to leave their mark on the city, embarked on an ambitious building program. Magnificent mosques, adorned with soaring minarets and intricate tilework, rose across the Istanbul skyline. The Süleymaniye Mosque, a masterpiece of Ottoman architecture, was commissioned by Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent and designed by the renowned architect Mimar Sinan. Its elegant dome and slender minarets remain an enduring symbol of Istanbul's Ottoman heritage. The Blue Mosque, so named for the exquisite blue Iznik tiles that adorn its interior, is another architectural gem of the Ottoman period. Built in the early 17th century during the reign of Sultan Ahmed I, the Blue Mosque is a stunning example of Ottoman design, with its cascading domes, 6 minarets, and spacious courtyard. These architectural wonders, along with numerous other mosques, madrasas, and public buildings, transformed the cityscape of Istanbul, imbuing it with a distinctly Ottoman character. Section 8. The modern transformation. From Ottoman backwater to thriving metropolis, the Ottoman Empire, like all empires, eventually went into decline. By the 19th century, the once mighty empire was struggling to maintain its grip on power. Istanbul, though still the capital, had lost its former glory. The Industrial Revolution had shifted economic power westward, and Istanbul, slow to adapt, found itself lagging behind. However, the city was about to undergo another transformation, one that would propel it into the modern era. Following World War I and the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, Istanbul was occupied by Allied forces. The Turkish War of Independence, led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, resulted in the establishment of the Republic of Turkey in 1923. Ankara was chosen as the new capital, and Istanbul, once the heart of a vast empire, was forced to reinvent itself. In 1930, the city's name was officially changed to Istanbul, marking a symbolic break with the Ottoman past and embracing a more Turkish identity. Section 9. Istanbul today, a bridge between East and West. Today, Istanbul is a vibrant, sprawling metropolis of over 15 million people. It is Turkey's largest city and its economic and cultural powerhouse. The city's unique location, straddling the Bosphorus Strait and bridging Europe and Asia, has made it a crossroads of cultures and a global hub for trade, tourism, and diplomacy. Istanbul's rich history is evident everywhere, from the ancient Roman and Byzantine ruins to the magnificent Ottoman mosques and palaces. Istanbul is a city of contrasts. where the ancient and modern coexist in a fascinating tapestry. The call to prayer echoes from minarets, while shoppers browse designer boutiques. Traditional Turkish coffee houses stand alongside trendy cafes serving up lattes and espressos. Istanbul is a city that embraces its past while looking towards the future. It is a city of energy, dynamism, and endless possibilities. A fitting legacy for a place that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the clash of civilizations, and the enduring spirit of human endeavor.